Hi, I'm Steve from Whiskey and Red. Let's build some cool. Today, we are going to build a solid sticky header using Elementor Pro's Flexbox containers. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to go with a logo on the left on a full width header here with an icon on the right to cue a pop-up menu. We will build on this header in another video that'll be linked below to turn this solid header into a transparent header that sticks and color changes on scroll. So check that out if you want to learn that next step. We're also going to take a look at, in another video, on how to build basic pop-up menus, slide out, pop-up, etc. So check out that link below as well. But in this video, we're going to keep it simple. We're going to build a nice, clean, solid header using the Elementor Flexbox. So let's jump over to our dashboard, open up templates, add a new template. We'll select header, and we'll just name this new header solid. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and just start from scratch here. So we're going to close that out. We'll add in our Flexbox. And I know I'm going to end up going left to right. So I'll go ahead and select that off the bat. My outer container here, I do want to set to full width. And I want to adjust the padding a little bit. I like percentage padding for simple headers like this. So I don't need a lot on the top and bottom usually. So I'll just throw 1% there and maybe 4% on the sides. The next thing I want to do is I love to add containers inside containers. They're fun to work with. They're really easy to fit next to each other. So I love extra containers. So I'm going to put that in there. I'll set that to full width and let's set that to 50%. I'll go ahead and clear the default padding here. If you ever end up with white space around your containers, this is why. So I zero that out and then I'll go ahead and add my logo in there with an image element. So I usually set my image resolution to full on things like this. Grab the logo that I have uploaded. Otherwise, just drag and drop your logo in there and get started. I'll jump over to the Style tab here and set my width of the logo, about 300. That looks pretty good. And let's go ahead and left align that. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and make sure we link that logo back to our home page. To do that, go over to content on that image, scroll down under link, custom URL, dynamic tags, site URL. So we have our logo in place. We have this 50% container. So what I love to do is duplicate instead of creating more work for myself. I'll go ahead and delete the logo and we want to add an icon for our hamburger menu. So I'll go ahead and just drag an icon over here. Perfect. Now, if you're just using the default font awesome library that comes with Elementor, go ahead and just search for, there's different ones here, bars, you can do lines. I think if you want to go crazy and do 4 lines, it's like justify content. I'm not a huge fan of these. They're a bit thicker, so I'm going to go ahead and upload my own SVG in here. But for your purposes, go ahead and select one of these icons and make your hamburger. If you want to learn how to upload an SVG, click the link below. I'll add a video there to how to add SVG icons to Elementor. So for now, I'm going to back out here, and I've already uploaded my own SVG. Awesome. Also, at this point, if you have a menu built, you can go ahead and set this pop-up link. Under dynamic tags, you would scroll down to pop-up and you would select whatever menu you have set within here. So I think mine is named menu. Perfect. Move over to the Style tab here, set my size, maybe 40, and we'll align it right. Perfect. So the next thing I like to do is I like to publish this and add the condition to the entire site. And we'll go ahead and save. So I've replaced this on my homepage now with our new header that we're working on. Let me go ahead and reload this. Perfect. So Notice our alignment's a little off and we need to adjust that. I love publishing it and having a page like this to look at. It just makes it much easier to see that, especially on a white header, much easier to see the spacing. So from here, I'm going to close that other tab. I like to edit the page so that I stay on the page and I get to see that formatting. And then once I'm in here, I'll click the header. There. Now it's much easier to see that spacing. The first thing you want to do is vertically align these columns. So I'll go ahead and take that outer container. And in the Flexbox controls here, we'll go ahead and align items center. Perfect. So as you can tell, we're still a little bit off. Sometimes logos are a couple pixels off, and sometimes the icons are a few pixels off. In this case, it looks like we need to go up a little bit on this one. So I'll just do a little negative margin, maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4. See how that pink box kind of lines up better? I just had a little bit extra spacing on that. That straighten that out. So the icon too is a little bit off. So I'll go ahead and click that icon. I'll do the same thing. I'll just add a little bit of margin on top. Let's see, how does that look? If I click over here, that looks pretty good vertically. That looks pretty good vertically. Go ahead and preview my page just to get all the lines off. Or I can just do this little number. Much easier. Perfect. All right, we have nice alignment here. Looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and take care of our mobile designs. So I'll go ahead and pop up responsive mode, hit the tablet, and just take a look. So definitely want a little bit more padding on the top and bottom, but everything else looks pretty good. So I will come to my outer container where I set that padding. And let's go ahead and just clear this out. And maybe we'll do 2 on top, 2 on the bottom. And I like the 4 and 4. That looks great. Perfect. And we'll move to the mobile here. All right, so mobile, we got a little mess to fix here, no problem. Usually on mobile, these containers will stack on themselves and kind of automatically do that. So I'll go ahead and set my percentage back to where we want it. And for our purposes, maybe we do like 70%, and then we'll do this other container at 30%. It'll allow our logo to be wider than our icon. Perfect. And then I think we just need to adjust the layout of our outer thing. I remember what it is. Let's back out here. I believe it has to do with our wrap function. Let's check that. See if that's causing an issue. It is, yeah, so no wrap. Perfect. We are lined up and set up. Now I just want to adjust maybe some sizing here. It looks like our logo is a bit big. Our icon's a bit big for my liking. So let's adjust this down maybe to 30 pixels on mobile. I like it. And see if we can just adjust this instead of 300. Let's go 200, stick the edge off. Perfect. Nice and clean. Awesome. Now we just need to get to stick to the top of the page and we're done. So we go to our outer container, advanced. I believe it's under motion effects. The sticky option, set it to the top. And now we have a sticky header, but it is transparently colored. So let's go ahead and jump over to our style tab. Select the background type and just go ahead and set a color. I have white here under my global colors. Set a color there. So now when we scroll, we have a nice, clean, solid header. I'll go ahead and update that so we can take a look at it on our preview page. Perfect. Exactly what we're going for. Check my little mobile deal here. Looks great. Awesome. So if you want to learn more on how to make this into a transparent version, check out that next video and check out the other videos to learn how to upload SVGs and build pop-up menus. If you found this useful, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or ideas for other videos, let me know in the comments below.